introduce titles. And if you do not know them, it's okay to ask and find out. You can imagine introducing a bishop and you call him Reverend or Ordinand. Ask if you don't know the person's titles, because some people do not, it doesn't go well with them when you don't put their titles. Try to always remember people's names, and in case you've forgotten, it's okay to ask. And in case someone does not remember your name or makes a mistake, please correct them politely and with a smile. Don't tell them, that's not my name. Never call me that again. No, just be polite and tell them, by the way, this is how they pronounce my name. Because not everyone may know how to pronounce your name. When you're introducing people, women are not required to stand, except when they are being introduced to people that are highly respected in society, a priest, a bishop, president, minister. There they can stand, but they are not always required to stand. You know, women are ladies. Please treat us as ladies. And when you're doing these introductions, it's not a must that you should give a handshake, especially when the people are many. When the person is greeting, you can greet them communally. You don't have to go shaking everyone's hand. And now COVID came, we are not allowed to shake hands as we used to. It's okay to stand up out of respect. But then again, it's not good manners to come and stand next to people when they are seated. You find a place to sit. I'm giving you general etiquette. Use phrases like please, please. They call it the magic word. Please. Please, can I use your phone? Please, can I do this? May I please do that? Please is a magic word. And sadly, most people do not use it and do not know the secret behind that magic word. Thank you. When someone has done something for you, please thank them. Doesn't take away your titles. And when you thank someone, next time they'll think of giving you a favor, doing something for you because they know you appreciate it. It shows that you've appreciated what this person has done. Even if it's a glass of water, say thank you. Say, I am sorry. When you know you're in the wrong, please say, I am sorry, as often as you can. It's amazing how stingy people are with these words. And when they use them, these words do a world of good to both the giver and the recipient. So in case you didn't have these words in your vocabulary or you were stingy with them, please start using them as often as you can. Avoid irritating mannerisms like folding your sleeve to show off your new watch and tossing your hand to show off your new, your head to show off your new earrings or your hairstyle. Always return hospitality. Be hospitable. When a person comes to your home, for instance, or your office, offer them something. Who knows? Maybe you may entertain angels without knowing. Be hospitable. Never humiliate anyone, because none of us wants to be humiliated. Matthew 7:12 says, do to others what you'd have them do to you. So what you're doing to someone, would you want someone to do it to you? Because actually what you do will come back to you. What you give will come back to you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. So if you don't want to be humiliated, don't humiliate people. When going through a door, let others pass first if they know the way. If not, lead the way. lead the way. And when you open that door for someone, when someone is coming behind you, it's rude for you to leave the door to bang. You can hold it for them to come in, then you close it. And when you're closing doors, and close them softly, you don't have to bang them. Sometimes people bang doors when they are angry. Even if you're angry, learn to tame your anger and do not bang doors. It shows disrespect. It shows it's bad manners. Phone etiquette. Answer the call if you're in position to. Answer the phone if you're in position to. Unless you're in a meeting or you are engaged or you're busy doing something and you're not able to talk, please answer your call. There's something someone has to say to you when they call you. If you're unable to call, just send a message, you know, those custom-made messages. Just send a message and say, can I call you later? And in case you're not able to talk, return the call after your engagement. Please do not eat while talking on phone. It's such a put-off for someone who is talking to you on phone. They hear you chewing and oh, it's so disgusting. Do not shout. Remember, you're speaking into someone, straight into someone's ear, much as they may be miles and miles away from you. You don't need to shout for them to hear you. There's a lot we can say about phone etiquette. You do not have to peep on someone's phone. You do not have to use someone's phone without their consent. It's simply good manners for you to learn phone etiquette. And also to save people's numbers. If someone calls you, and you know you're going to be talking. This is maybe someone who has just joined your fellowship, someone who is newly married in your family, someone you know you're going to talk again. It's good manners for you to save their number, or a service provider that you know you're going to call all the time. Save their numbers so that every time they call, you don't have to ask, who is calling? By the way, also be polite on the phone. Don't answer your phone and you're like, who's this? May I please know who is calling? Then the person will tell you who they are. But if you save the number, it saves you to keep asking all the time. All the time. You make the person feel not important in your life, that you can't save their number. There are places you're going to wait. Either you're waiting for a doctor, you're waiting for a taxi, you're waiting for a bus. What do you do when you're waiting? It is discourteous to keep others waiting, first of all, if people are waiting for you. It is bad manners for you to keep others waiting, especially if there is no reason as to why. It is polite to let people know how long they have to wait. On the other hand, it is also rude to refuse to wait. If you're the one who has been told to wait, you find someone in a meeting and they tell you, can you give me about 15 minutes? I'll be through with my meeting. Then you say, I'm tired of waiting. I can't hold this any longer. No, it's also rude. The person has said, wait, please wait, unless you have another urgent thing to do. And if you find someone you know, like at an embassy, a doctor's place, avoid asking questions relating to their being there. Why are you here? You're waiting to see which doctor? Keep the conversation general and in a low tone. Otherwise, you make them feel uncomfortable. Yes, I've come to see the doctor. And also, do not judge people by the way they look. I have a sister-in-law whose waistline is quite big. So one time she went to see a doctor, and while she was waiting, the nurse called her aside and told her, Madam, excuse me, in your condition, you're not supposed to wear high heels. She was like, what's my condition? So the nurse told her, I thought you were pregnant. But coming to see a gynecologist doesn't mean I'm pregnant. I may have other issues. And indeed, she was there for other issues. She wasn't pregnant at all. She said, I'm not pregnant. so I can wear my heels. She said, oh, I'm sorry. So as you wait, don't start asking people. You're expecting. That's your baby number what? How many do you plan to have? No, all those are not good questions to ask. As you wait, find a magazine, read it, but also don't take it home. It's not yours, it's for the clinic, it's for the embassy, it's for the place where you are waiting to see someone. If you enter a lift and you're the one next to the buttons, please hold for someone to enter and hold for someone to go out. Because you're the one next, don't wait for someone to stretch their hand from the other end, wanting to hold the buttons, you're obstructing them. It's simply good manners to do that as people get out, and hold the door as people come in. Car doors. The tradition is for the gentleman to open the door for the lady and wait for her to enter and shut the door after her. My brother-in-law does this and even gives her the seat belt. So gentlemen in the house, if you have not been opening for the ladies, tomorrow we are beginning rehearsal. Open for the ladies. Most people ignore this, but for the gentleman listening to me tonight, women still love it. They may not tell you, but they love it. And for the ladies, if you're entering the car, don't enter as if you're a taxi conductor. You first enter. First of all, it's you enter the car. You enter with your back, sit down, then swing your legs into the car. Don't enter as if you're entering a taxi. This is an exception for taxis because there's no you're going to sit and swing your legs. You'll have to enter head first. But please do it this way, and it's unladylike for you to enter head first and bottom last. Of course, taxis are an exception. If you're driving, and to all drivers, please be patient. Don't hoot, don't send insults at people. Don't force your way into crowded lanes. I see this a lot, especially with most of our leaders who have lead cars. They go on the other lane, which is for oncoming traffic, and then we mess up things with sirens and all that. Do not force your way into crowded lanes. Sometimes someone comes and forces their way into traffic. They have nowhere to go, yet this other person had where to go, so they block. And that is how we end up having traffic jam. Be courteous. If someone has allowed you to enter the road, please thank them. Please thank them. And also allow someone else to go, to pass. It's okay. Do not obstruct traffic, whether parking. You know, some people come and double park and cars have nowhere to pass. Do not take unnecessary risks because remember, you live once. That risk you take can cost you your life. Hesitation is the cause of many accidents. When you're driving, please, when you hesitate a lot, sometimes someone has calculated and they know this person is going, and you're hesitating. Before you know it, they have knocked you. Use all the necessary signs. Avoid driving fast, especially when it has rained. Do not drive in a manner that is a danger to yourself and the other road users. Please avoid eating from your cars. I have seen people who look like responsible citizens, but they're either eating maize or chicken, or there's even one I saw eating, I think it was sweet potato. Oh my goodness, you look horrible. Whether you're driving or co-driving, first of all, those things cause cockroaches. They bring cockroaches in the car when you eat in your car. But again, it's so bad to eat while in your car. Well, why can't you wait? You will get home and eat. If you're really hungry, branch off and go to a restaurant, sit down and eat, but don't eat from your car. And some eat, they go to a restaurant and eat, and then move out of the restaurant with a toothpick. And then they're picking their teeth throughout the whole drive, and they even finish picking, and then the toothpick stays in the mouth. Oh God, that is very bad. If you're traveling and you're on a train or a bus, get all the necessary information. Don't start asking people. What is the next stage? We are not privileged like developed countries where you will see the next stage on the screen and they will tell you all those details. But here, you must know where you're going, get to the right bus, get all the necessary information. Do not monopolize the carriage window. You're in a bus and then you all in the window, and maybe people also want to say bye to their loved ones. They also want to see what is happening outside and you're monopolizing the window. Label your luggage so that you don't have to, because some bags can be the same. Have your ticket ready for inspection. Behave well, be courteous to the conductor. Think of your fellow passengers before you close and open the doors, because someone may be feeling cold and then you want to open the window. While on the plane, do not fuss over the discomfort, especially when you're taking off or landing. It usually wears out after some time. Fasten your seatbelt whenever you're asked to do so. Return all books and magazines where they were. Don't just throw them all over the place. Put them in the pouch where you found them, properly arranged the way you found them. When you're cheering games, you're not the only fan. You don't have to cheer for the whole world to hear that you were cheering games. Cheer, but responsibly. And when you're defeated, I see some players struggling with defeats, crying, big men crying, my goodness. Defeat is there. There will always be a winner, and the winner has got to be one. So please accept defeat graciously and congratulate the winner. You see them congratulating Nae. Deep down in their hearts, I think they're crying again. When you're shopping, what do? Be pleasant. Don't go to a shop, they get out all the dresses, you make them get out all the dresses, you try all of them and you abuse all of them and you're like, the other shop had better dresses. No, be pleasant. Greet, request politely, appreciate the service rendered, and do not try the attendant's patience by trying on, for example, so many clothes and then you just leave them there, not even buy. If you're in public and you belch, what do you do? It's impolite, but when it happens, try as much as possible to suppress it. But again, hold your mouth and then excuse yourself. Some people belch and they think like, I don't know whether it's a song or something. They're like proud of it. Auntie Petrina, they're so proud of it, and my goodness, it's bad. The same applies to passing gas, for example. If it happens in public, excuse yourself, say I'm sorry. But then it's a normal thing, but that should be done in private, in your washroom, because it's normal, it's a normal occurrence. So please do it in the right place. But if it ever happens in public, say I'm sorry. Sneezing, always have tissue on you. Don't sneeze and then all the mucus goes on your clothes. Have a hanky, have tissue on you, that when you sneeze, you hold. But even if you're not able to get it out so fast, hold with your hands and make sure you wash them after. And after you have sneezed, if you're, for example, on a table and you're eating, look away, look in your cough pocket so that you don't sneeze and contaminate people's food. Never ever move out of your house without a hanky, without tissue, because you need it. Yawning, my goodness, some people yawn and as if they are on a competition of yawning. You yawn and the neighbors here. What are you yawning about? Hold your mouth when you're yawning in public, because yawning is normal and it comes normally, you can't stop it. But then hold your mouth. We've talked about picking your teeth. It is very, very annoying. Chewing gum, it's always improper to chew gum. in public. Then, as if chewing gum is not bad enough, someone flicks the gum back and forth, or worse still, bursts bubbles, and this repulses onlookers. What do you do to correct someone? We are talking about pointing out what you're correcting someone about. Don't be abusive, be polite. But again, you can use the sandwich approach, for instance. You can tell this sister that, you know what, you're so beautiful. I really, really love the way God created you, but we have a challenge. I think you may need to change your dress code because you're revealing a little bit too much. I know if you can change your dress code, still your beauty will be seen and you will not be making people feel like you are a particular kind of person, sorry. So you sandwich it and end with something positive. You sandwich the correction. So this person doesn't take it in bad faith. They know you have appreciated them, that they are beautiful, but then again, your dress code says something about you. When you're at home, there are so many things that we ignore. I've realized that some people don't greet. You meet someone and they don't greet you. And I think maybe at home they don't greet. So greet. When you wake up in the morning, greet people, find out how they slept. And when you enter in someone's room, please knock. Knock. And when you're using something that is not yours, request the owner, even if it's your child. Can I please use your comb, for instance? It's not yours. Ask. I actually always laugh at the children when their bathrooms are occupied. They come and ask me, Mommy, some bathroom? I want to use the bathroom. I'm like, but the bathroom is there in the house to be used. So, but I realize they are being polite. They know this is our bathroom, it's our privacy, but they come and ask me, Mommy, can I please use your bathroom? Oh, we are late for church. We are running late for church. And Mommy, can I please use your bathroom to shower? So ask someone if you're using something that is not theirs. Oh, time is running. Respect individual privacy. Respect meal times and look good at meal times. Don't come dressed in ways that are funny that you're coming to eat. Respect meal times. Appreciate the person who prepared the meal. For those who have prepared meals, you know what it takes for you to prepare a meal. All the effort, please appreciate them. Cook. If you're at home and you're the one cooking, don't cook only for yourself. Cook for everyone that is around. It's bad manners for you to go and prepare a meal and everyone else is in the house and then you come and sit on the table and eat. Ask them, unless they're not interested, but cook a meal for everyone. Avoid coarse jokes. They have a way of demoralizing people. And family matters should never be discussed with outsiders. Don't wash your dirty linen in public. Leave the places that we use, like bathrooms, kitchens, and everything else that we use, as clean as we'd love to find it. And for boys who may be listening, in case you haven't noticed, the most popular boys at school, at your university, at your workplace are the ones who excel in good manners, because no girl would fail to like and respect a boy who is clean, attractive, who lets her pass instead of shoving her, who volunteers to carry their heavy bag or holds the door for them to pass. I hope you have taken note, or tell my sons when you log out. On the other hand, which right-thinking girl would like to be with someone who uses rough language, chomps noisily while eating, or chomping noisily while eating. You chew and the whole world gets to know that you're eating. I know that's a hyperbole, but you do not have to open your mouth when you're chewing food. It is disgusting. Buries his head in the plate, whose personal hygiene is wanting. You know, sometimes you meet someone in the morning and they're smelling and you're like, did they shower? But maybe they have showered, maybe they don't shave, maybe they don't use deodorant, but all this is etiquette. And my girls who are listening to me, if you want to be a woman of class and charm, you have to start practicing now good manners. Etiquette cannot be cultivated overnight. One by one, you learn how to be that woman of class and charm. Avoid negative comments. Do not be envious. There will always be someone more prettier than you, taller than you, more beautiful than you. Avoid whispering and giggling. Do not be seen in public playing with your hair, chewing gum, biting nails, staring at every person who enters. And let your dress code be the one where you know that actually this is the temple of the Holy Spirit. I am covering. Because sometimes we actually wear long dresses, but we have not put any undergarment. And you stand at the door at an entrance of a building and someone sees your whole body just the way you were created. Please dress well. Oh, this is time. Our time is up. So I think I am going to stop here for now, unless there are questions to be asked, but we cannot in any way cover this in 1 hour. Thank you so much for listening to me, and God bless you.
Praise God, Auntie Jackie. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I was here ticking and unticking and seeing that I am not scoring very high on many things. Thank you so much for repeating us. Recording in progress. When you talked about not eating in the car, I was like, that was one down. Then you also talked about and you talked about many things, then we'll reveal the things that I've fallen short on. But thank you so much for challenging us, especially on all aspects. I like the part where women should not enter the car like a taxi conductor. You know, there are many people have been challenged, I'm sure, on this forum, and I'm sure no one has scored 100%. If you are there, please let us know, and we will award you. We will award you as the Sibekes if you've scored 100% on everything that has been said. But if you are like me, yes, we take the rebuke. Thank you so much, Auntie Jackie. So, friends, the questions in the chat, please, if there are any questions, please put them through the chat. I'll let my wife read if there are some questions there.
It's mainly many thank yous to you, Auntie Jackie. Thank you so much for the sharing. It was very rich and challenging. I want to ask for more time, but I remember that time management is also ethical. There we go. So I don't see questions here. They are mainly thank yous. Well done, Auntie Jackie. Auntie Petrina, Daddy buys so everyone eats in the car. I think it's also unethical to refuse Daddy's things when he buys. So I don't know what you have to say about that. Yeah, basically, that's what I see.
I like the part when you say that in the plane you don't show that you are, don't shout for everybody to say that you're scared. It's uncomfortable for everybody. So you shout your mama and say, when the plane is taking off and everyone is looking at you, yet they are feeling the same. So you need to hold your ogume. You need to hold. You need to kuguma like everybody else. Don't show us how scared you are. I think that was for me stood out for me. But yeah, thank you so much. I don't see any other questions. Read the part of me booking my future sons and daughters. Hey, okay, sorry, that was, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I can't see that question. Wow, talk about spitting. Auntie Jackie, you'll talk about spitting. That is just a comment. Those are some of the unethical things. I was telling my wife I attended the Kwanjula and we're about to go and serve, and the person who was on the serving side was poking her nose, and I was like, you know, and we have a cook, so we had to behave. As we behaved ethically, we never even talked about it, but good enough, we went inside and left the rest of the people to suffer outside, but it was bad and disgusting. Twagubada, what a great reminder. Reminder nuggets. Thank you so much, Auntie Jackie. See something from, do you greet your sweetheart in the morning? Should we say for the boy's child also that she greet you? I don't know if also that's ethical, or you said it's one way, I don't know. Today many things have to change in the house. I pray for you, Rita. It may take time. But yes, we have had, I hope all of us are listening, Mr. and Mrs. Kuswankula. My wife loved because of carrying her bag in public. Class and charm, ladies in Sisters Union. Jackie, there are many things. I'm just trying to read the Auntie Jackie, we have booked your sons and daughters in advance. Oh, Auntie Jackie, yes, there's a booking there because they have the best coach. We imagine they have also learned from you. So, but you people who are booking Auntie Jackie's sons and daughters also be doing your work on this side, because they'll find some things disgusting and you might lose. So do on your side as she does on hers. Daddy buys very well. Thank you, my sister. Thank you. More thank yous for you, Auntie Jackie. Professor, start raising many cows for council's daughters. Professor is ready. I will give you a goat. You know it's part of dowry. Yes. Auntie Jackie, thank you so much. There are many things that you talked about. I do remember one time somebody was telling us of somebody who came for an interview. A lady came for an interview, and when she walked in, the panelist looked at her and said, she had tucked in, she had this slightly big tummy, and the guy was trying, I don't know why he was being courteous. He said, when are you due? And she looked at her and said, but I'm not pregnant, you know, and it was very embarrassing. And of course, that is even before the start of the interview. It was a terrible situation. So don't go person on people, don't enter people's spaces. Yeah, and then also some jokes can be very, annoying. Please let us be sensitive to jokes, especially on things people can't change. You're telling somebody how big their stomach is, yet probably they have been trying for the past 6 years to reduce, and for them in their eyes it has reduced, but for you are still making certain jokes about people's stomachs. I'm just saying, I'm not attacking anyone. So thanks, thank you so much. Professor, allow me hand over to you. We're on the road, but allow me hand over to you for any other comments and conclusion. But Auntie Jackie, thank you. You have really challenged us. Thank you. Prof, over to you.
Wow and wow. Thank you so much, Auntie Jackie. Whenever Auntie Jackie is going to speak, you know that she's going to do good preparation, and we have been rewarded because of that great preparation. To God be the glory. My only request to Auntie Jackie is that if she can maybe share the notes so that we can design and we come up with we write them down, because some of those rules, some of them people might forget them very quickly. We write them down and then we try to start discipling our children and start discipling the adults in that way. We might organize a function one time, maybe at the beginning of early next year. We might design and we might organize a function for men, and we invite Auntie Jackie to come and train them in some etiquettes for men that women would like to enjoy, especially that bit of opening doors. I've never seen Mr. Sibeki opening the door and even making sure that the seat belt is in a good place. So we need to be mentored, and we would appreciate if you can even mentor. And then the ladies can. Yes, yes, please.
I am trying to learn.
You need to unlearn the way you bang the door so that you can put it there properly, you can close it properly. And then also the ladies can organize a meet where again we can have people like Auntie Jackie come and then they just speak to us about those manners. Because like the Bible says, we are the salt of the world. And if salt loses its saltness, then we are not different. We are good enough to be trampled over. We don't want to be trampled over. We have responsibility. We represent God, and we should really, really, really do the right thing. And also hygiene. I think part of etiquette is hygiene. And the Bible tells us that cleanliness is next to godliness. And so cleanliness. And as Christians, we ought to be the example. Auntie Jackie, you have challenged us. I don't know, out of 10, I don't know how I was scored, maybe 2%, 3%. So there is room for improvement. And I know that if the Lord is on my side, I'll be able to improve and become even a better person than I am today. May the Lord bless you. Mr. Becky, I've moved the vote of thanks. Thank you so much.